Oldest technologies na kahit ang mga scientist ay hindi maka-explain. Ang video natin ngayon ay tungkol sa mga everyday oldest technologies na nag-i-exist noon pa sa ating society pero until now, researchers and scientists still can't explain. From mysterious buildings and underground structures to ancient and unexplained mysterious objects, ang mga weird at baffling structures na ito still confuse historians at archeologists even today. Feel free din to leave a comment kung ano sa inyong opinion is the most mysterious object na inyong nakita that you didn't know kung ano ang function. Stay tuned din sa last item sa list na ito at siguradong masusurpresa pa kayo sa kanyang function. Now let's get on with our video. Number 1. Roman nanotechnology? Alam natin na ang Roman civilization ay isa sa mga pinaka-advanced na society noong heyday pa niya. Together with Greeks, ang kanilang combined technology ay ang epitome ng progress of their generation. Case in point, noong 1950, ang British Museum sa London ay nag-acquire ng 1,600-year-old Roman chalice na tinawag na Lycurgus Cup. Ang kamanghamanghang feature ng item, ito ay bigla lang ito mag-change ng kanyang color when in contact sa specific spectrum ng light. If galing sa likod ang light source, it was jade green. Pero if ang light source ay galing sa harap niya, it turned a deep blood red. Ang mga researchers sa British Museum were stumped kung ano ang mechanism ng reaction na ito and ano ba ang significance ng Lycurgus Cup. Eventually, they found pagkatapos nila pinag-aralan ang basag na pieces ng cup na ang craftsman na gumawa ng item na yon ay nag-grind ng mga gold particles hanggang 50 nanometers lang sila, even thinner sa width ng buhok natin at less than 1,000th the size of a grain of salt. Ang precision sa kanilang trabaho indicates na by the time na ginawa ang Lycurgus Cup, ang mga Romans already understood nanotechnology. Pero kahit na alam nila ang mechanism, hindi pa rin nila alam ang totoong purpose ng device. Number 2. Damascus Steel. Para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ang Damascus Steel ay isang coveted at mysterious na alloy that is well known sa kanyang sturdiness at flexibility. Ang daming imitations ngayon na umaangkin na genuine Damascus Steel sila pero in reality, ang secrets at methods sa pag-produce ng kamanghamanghang alloy na ito is still unknown. The story goes na during the Crusades, ang mga European na warriors na bumalik galing sa Holy War nila with the Muslims Middle East told amazing tales tungkol sa unbeatable weapons ng mga Muslim soldiers. Ang mga sandata nila na ginawa mula sa so-called Damascus Steel were years ahead sa kanilang European weapons technology. Ang problem ng mga scientists at researchers even until today ay wala silang idea kung paano gumawa ng Damascus Steel at kahit kung ano ang components nito. Ang sabi ng mga old Muslim blacksmith na ang secret sa paggawa ng alloy na ito ay ang involvement of plant matter sa smelting process, which would have given ang legendary flexibility at rigidness seen sa mga anecdotal accounts. Pero even then, hindi pa rin nila alam kung ano bang specific na plant matter ang hinalo sa process. Number 3. Japanese Atlantis. Alam na natin ang legend of the underwater city of Atlantis. It was an advanced civilization na nalubog sa baba ng Atlantic Ocean dahil sa wrath ng kanilang Diyos. At least that's how the legend goes. Pero hindi natin akalain na meron pala tayong real-life version of Atlantis, in Japan no less. Many kilometers of the coast ng Japan, malapit sa Yonaguni Island, lies the remains ng isang underwater city that researchers believe ay more than 5,000 years old. Nung na-discover ang location na ito noong 1995, ang mga researchers believed na collection lamang ito ng mga underwater rocks, pero it has been revealed na ang remains na ito was actually a sunken city. Ang mga researchers believe na ang city na ito was inhabited by mga ancient Jumons o Japanese hunter-gatherer people. Besides that, ang city itself ay remarkably complex in terms sa kanilang architecture, featuring carved stairways, long streets, at ang magnificent stone entryway. Probably, nasubmerged lang ito during the melting of the polar ice caps instead of falling into the sea, as Plato's Atlantis is rumored to have. Kahit na, ang structure na ito is impressive nonetheless. Number 4. Ancient Indian. Nuclear weapons? Isa sa mga most surprising twist on ancient inventions that absolutely baffle modern scientists at researchers ay ang idea na ang mga Mahabharata o ang ancient legendary book ng mga Indians tell stories na umi-indicate na nag-i-exist ang mga nuclear weapons noong panahon nila. Bear in mind na this was 4,000 years ago. Hindi lang based sa story na yan ang archaeological studies na ginawa nila noon found an abnormally high level of cancer at birth defects na present sa mga ancient bodies found sa location na yon. Ang simplest yet most unbelievable explanation sa phenomenon na ito ay ang large-scale cancer at birth defect prominence was caused by nuclear explosions. Pero paano ba natin ma-explain ang presence of nuclear weapons during ancient times? Alam naman natin na ang ancient civilizations ay may knowledge sa atomic theory. Who's to say na hindi nila alam kung paano mag-split ng atom? Number 5. Ancient modern surgery. Isipin nyo, 2.5 millennia ago, meron nag-i-exist na doctor na nagpiperform ng intricate cataract surgeries, cesarean sections, at rhinoplasties. All modern procedures yet performed by a physician over 2,600 years ago. Ang pangalan ng taong ito was Sushruta, an ancient Indian physician at surgeon who, according to legends, successfully applied prosthetic limbs para sa mga wounded soldiers who then went back into battle. Ang mga surgeries at methods na ito are largely considered na modern medical procedures, pero these were successfully performed 2.5 millennia ago. Nirecord niya ang kanyang accomplishments sa book na Sushruta Samhita, which includes over 120 surgical instruments at 300 surgical procedures. Number 6. Costa Rican giant stone balls. Ang mga scientists have a pretty good idea kung saan galing ang giant, ancient stone balls na natagpuan nila sa Costa Rica. From around ca 200 BC to 800 AD, ang mga natives apparently used fracture, picking, and grinding, all modern sculpting techniques para i-reduce nila ang granodiorite, a large igneous stone, into these beautiful pleasing spheres na nakikita natin ngayon. Ang question is kung bakit nila ito ginawa. Ultimately, it may never be understood kung ano ang real purpose ng stones na ito dahil ninakaw ng mga vandals at wannabe treasure hunters ang mga ito from their original locations, making it impossible para matest ng mga scientists ang kanilang theories tungkol sa significance nila sa calendars o kaya navigational tools. May mga gullible treasure hunters din na sinubukang sabugin ang mga stones na ito in hopes na may tinatagong treasure sa loob. Plot twist, they didn't find anything. At yan ang mga oldest technologies na until today, hindi pa rin natin alam ang kanilang use at significance. Hopefully, you enjoyed our video. Thanks for watching and God bless.